Today at Judy's Art Projects for All Ages, we'll be using one of the characters from the Chip and Dale cartoon as our model. Now always remember, when you're drawing along with me, pause the video and then draw and then start the video up again so you can follow. If at any time you feel like you can just draw it on your own and you don't have to follow me, by all means do it. And never worry if yours doesn't look exactly like the one in the picture, because everybody draws different, and if he doesn't look like Chip or Dale, then maybe he could be their cousin or their uncle or their aunt or somebody like that. So let's get started. All right, I'm going to start with a focal point like the eye with the dot, and then we have two curved lines. The one above doesn't curve quite as much as the one below, but they come together at the dot. Now I'll be looking for things that attach to the eye and work my way out from there. So here's another line that comes out and curves down. And then this one meets here and then curves down, and when it ends, it's about even with where the tip of the eye ends. I'll add the dot, and then I'll add the tooth. Then another curved line that comes down from there and is even with the first line. All right, now we have another curved line that starts at the nose, and as it comes up along the eye, it gets a little bit farther away from it, then it's even with that line there. Okay, now this curved line comes up from this line and curves around and meets this line right here. And the other ear you can barely see, but you can see part of it. Then this curved line meets the other one and comes out farther and farther away and ends in some angle lines. Okay, now we're going to start with his where his belly is, and I'm going to make a guide dot even with the line for his cheek so that I know where to draw it to make it the size I want it. Then I carefully draw the curve of it down to that dot. So guide dots are very handy. His shoulder starts as a curved line and then becomes straight. And then another line that's straight and almost parallel but not quite. And then three little curved lines. Next we'll start with this line that meets up with a little fist and comes down and intersects that line and comes down a little bit below it. And then we have the sweeping curve that comes down around. And it ends up even with the other line and about that far away from it. We have curved lines that make up his foot. One long hook and then some lines that look like C's. Just about done. And notice that this foot is shorter than the other foot, but that just is illusion to show that he's standing so that one foot's farther away. And then it's made up of curved lines and straight lines. Little curved line here. And another line that's almost parallel. And then little curved lines for his fist. Got one thing to go. And that's the curved line to make up his tail. So there you have it. Then you can draw a background for him.